Hi guys! I periodically receive questions about what art materials do I use. While working on this particular gouache sketch, I was thinking about the question many of us think about. Are non-expensive art materials a waste of time? In the beginning, when I just received this gouache or tempera set, I used to have some struggle because it was the first time for me working with it. Only when the first sketch was half done, I realized how to handle this medium. Even though I'm not a newbie in painting with gouache, I'm pretty sure that many of you have seen drawing with cheap art supplies challenge that in most cases proves that a good result doesn't require expensive art materials. I prefer to use gouache with a good quality watercolor cotton paper, but this sketchbook is one of the cheapest ones, so the paper has respective quality and thickness. But I don't complain now. I just want to mention that once I started to paint in this sketchbook, I felt the difference. The main minus for me to work with this paper is that it doesn't allow me to blend the colors as I accustomed. I believe that there are different materials for different stages in our art careers. When we are learning a new skill, we will be spending most of our time on repetition. We shouldn't be worrying about wasting expensive paints or materials as we develop these initial skills. Sometimes cheaper art materials can disappoint us with the result, and it's not our fault. I guess we all need to be ready for such situation. But at the same time, expensive materials won't magically make us better artists, but they can help us to enjoy the process more and produce a better art. As for me, I remember the time when, while working on some of my paintings, I struggled with the paint or the surface, and I guess the observers can always see it. But eventually, some of them became my most favorite paintings. Expensive art materials help in your work a lot. Professional paint series are more pigmented and their mixture will not be weak and muddy but bright and clear. Well-made brushes have the precision and spring. Artist quality archival and acid-free paper will guarantee that your painting will stand up to the test of time. On the other hand, expensive art materials can cause a struggle to work due to the lack of experience and even discourage the desire to make art. But trust me, even the greatest art materials can't compensate for poor technique. Even though expensive art materials help you in your work, it doesn't mean that you cannot save some money on some of them, like cheaper palettes, brushes, palette knives. Some of cheaper pastels and alcohol markers can also provide a good result. As for me, I generally use cheap brushes because I'm not in need and I just throw them away, but they do their job and help me, so I create more artwork that helps me to improve my skills and get better at the result. Just remember, there is no magic brush, paint or paper, technique drives it all. Here I'm gonna leave you for some minutes to enjoy the chunky process of me finishing this sketch, and I'll be back soon. my very first video with the voiceovers, so I hope it wasn't too boring. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next time.